Hi there. My name is Leonard Parker. I'm the owner of Destiny Marketing Solutions. We are a digital marketing agency focused on helping damage restoration business owners and contractors such as yourself really excel with their online presence and get a good ROI from their online marketing. Now, in this video, I'm going to go over Google My Business and really focus on the maps piece here because as you can see here, I just did a quick search for Restoration Company Houston, my hometown. You can see this is the first thing that shows up when someone does a search. It'll be very similar for your location. So if you're not familiar, this is the Google map. And the searches, there are many variables that determine which businesses come up in this particular search, but proximity is one of the major factors. So when you're setting up your Google My Business profile, and I won't get into that here, I'll make sure to share a link to a previous video where I go into detail on how to optimize your Google My Business. But you want to be mindful of the different service areas that you really want to focus on. And proximity, so proximity to your local address or wherever you use as your business headquarters is going to determine which searches you come up for and which searches you don't. Now, Houston, it's a huge city, landmass wise. So, search results that come up in central Houston or South Houston may be very different than search results that come up in northern Houston. So proximity is a major factor. So there really, of course, isn't that much you can do to affect proximity to the searcher. However, your website authority, so building up your website authority, it's referred to as domain authority, is a great way to do that. And the key way you're going to do that is through effective link building, which I'll get into in another video. But you want to make sure that you're always building links to your website that are both niche relevant, so related to restoration or related to home services or homes or business buildings themselves. You want to make sure you're building those types of links to your website to build its authority. Also, there's actually a tool you can use. It's called the Moz bar, and basically it's a free extension with Google Chrome where you can go to any website to look at the domain authority. So you can see here, this little M here is actually the Moz bar. I have it deactivated right now, but if I click through it, I can turn it on. So we'll see here. I actually might have to log in. There we go. Okay, so now that I'm logged in, you can actually log in for a free account. So I'll make sure to share a link in the video description on where you can do that. We can see here, we just do a quick refresh. So you can see here, Google has a very high domain authority of 100, but obviously there are going to be very few websites. I think there are only a handful that actually have that high of a domain authority. But the key takeaway here is that you can use this tool to quickly get the domain authority for any website. So that's a quick tangent that I went on, but back to the topic about Google Maps. So again, Google Maps is a great place to be. So you want to make sure that you have your Google My Business listing set up to where you can actually be in a position to show up here in the Google map. Now, you notice that there are several businesses all over the city here. And if I actually shift my location, Let's say I go to East Houston. So I have to go a little bit further. Let's zoom into East Houston. You notice here on the left-hand side, the business has changed because I changed the focus of my location. So just something to keep in mind. Again, proximity is very important, but one way you can overcome, let's say if you're further from the searcher than your competitor, is by building up your website authority. Now, what are some other things you can do to optimize your Google My Business? So again, I'll share with you some of the things you can do when you're setting it up. But once you have your business listing published, you can look at what's called Web 2.0 embeds. So this is basically the idea of embedding your Google Map listing onto different websites called Web 2.0s. And this is, to be completely transparent, it is considered a gray hat strategy, but I have seen it work wonders, but you really want to go for volume when doing the strategy. So I mean over 1,000 to 1,500 embeds. And there are actually providers on Fiverr and Fiverr.com, and I'll share a link there where you can actually go on and find service providers who offer this service. And I'll even recommend you my go-to provider. So one thing here, let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. But of course, you want to make sure that you have some pictures of your trucks or vans, pictures. So it looks like they are using some stock images. So you want to try to stay away from stock images, but you can use images from your jobs, images, pictures of your team, and so on. So actually looking for something here. Okay. So actually something I have to look into a bit later, but basically you're going to want to get the embed code for your Google My Business listing, and that's actually what you're going to use to embed your Google My Business onto different Web 2.0s. You also want to look at press releases as another avenue to get more exposure to your Google your Google Map listing. So with your Google Map listing, again, you're going to take that embed code and you're going to go to a press release provider and give them that embed code. And typical syndications for press releases, you're going to go out to 60 to 100 different websites. So if you're just getting started with SEO, press releases are a good foundational link campaign to build up your branded anchor text. So let's just say the name of your company was Houston Restoration Company. Your branded anchor, you're using your company name as your anchor text. And your anchor text is pretty much the text that's linked to your website. So press releases are a great way to build up your branded anchors. And also you can use a press release for naked URLs. So naked URLs, is a URL like that actually links to your website, but this would actually be the text that links to your website. So you're not clear on anchor text and all of that jazz, I included another video where I go into detail about link building and how we use anchor text. So press releases are a great way. Some press release providers will allow you to embed a map, others won't. So make sure that when you are doing this for your campaign, that you are asking whether or not you can do a map embed or not. Now I'll share a link to one of my go-to press release providers and that I know for sure do offer Google Map embeds in their press releases. And then the second or I should say the third way you can really optimize your Google Map listing is to embed it also into other niche relevant websites. So these count as backlinks, but not to your website, but to your Google My Business listing. And these are, again, a great way to get more visibility, more exposure for that map listing. So hopefully this video has been helpful. This is a little bit more technical than my other videos, but Google Map listing optimization is a big part of a comprehensive SEO campaign. So if you do have any questions, feel free to click the consultation form in the video description to schedule a chat, and you'll be chatting with me, not someone from my team. And thanks for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care and have a great day.